Yo, hey guys, Bleak's back with another video. This is going to be a continuation of our new profile series. So in the last one we got our paladin to NG plus 2, our other character's still NG 1. It's kind of difficult for the paladin actually. So some things I would recommend if you're also having trouble is probably finish out upgrading your town and finish out getting like most of the upgrades that are available. Like I still have some from the blacksmith, I still have a lot from the magic shop, but I figured the only reason you guys might not be doing that is if you haven't unlocked the wizard, the thief, the priest, not the priest, the wizard, the thief, the anvil. So I'm gonna kind of show how you can speed through and try to find these guys as soon as possible. So it's gonna be kind of a different episode than the previous. We're not actually gonna push or run here. We're gonna look to unlock those items and maybe do some farming as well on like how we can beef up our town if we're kind of stuck right here. Anyway, so from the previous run we have 36 stars, so I'm going to finish maxing out some things. I want to increase the base damage of our main attack and also the arc, so we're going to go up to the 240 arc, which is going to be very nice for our character. Almost like 3/4 the way around our character. If you think of like 270, 240 isn't too far off. Also, I think I'm just going to go for the stun, just to have it, and then we're left with 14 stars, so I can pick one of these two. I don't really want the charge yet. I'm not ready for the increase in mana cost. The extra distance could be nice, but don't really want it yet, so I'm going to pick one of the other. I think I'm going to keep the whirlwind cost low, and we'll just have better healing every time I need lay on hands, or I can go for more damage with the whirlwind. It goes from 30 to 40, that's pretty significant. Yeah, I guess whirlwind's less important, it's just for like damage, but I want to be able to lay on hands basically all the time. So I'm gonna do it this way, but I think it's a pretty close pick there. You can kind of go with whatever fancies you. I could get a point in charge, but like I said, I want to keep the mana cost down. So I guess first we will talk about this guy. He lets you adjust your NG level, so we can go up to 2 now since we've beaten NG 1, and you can go up to NG 1 since you've beaten NG 0. So we can adjust this to make things easier or harder. In doing so, adjust our armor and resist. You probably know all that by now, but basically you can set it on 1. You can play on a character that's beaten 1, or that's good enough to beat 1 with really no items or anything. I should be able to, like, let's say I don't have the thief yet, by some reason. Even if this was just a NG1 character, if you have like a character that's around 20, 25 or less, you can probably try this, or you've already unlocked the thief and this doesn't really matter. But what you would do is you would just run in, you would find your first portal, it's right there, jump through, and this is with no items or anything, so it's just kind of to show all you need is levels. You can decide if you want to pick these up or not. I guess I'm technically doing it because it gives you the accomplishments for the guild hall by picking up different things. And then now you're in Act 2. So since you are just looking for the thief, I mean, you want to find your button and you want to look around the jail cells and see if the thief's in there. I've already unlocked the thief, so he's not going to be here. But that's basically what you would do, and you can just do that over and over again until you find it. That could be a place, that could be a place. There's some other ones. Just explore the whole map. You can also start with the old map if you think that'll help. It's just kind of up to you if you want to incorporate more cost to it or not. And then you would do that with the 3 floors. You'll eventually find him. And yeah, you can just keep rinsing and repeating that. Anyway, so that is that one. You can do the same thing for the anvil or the wizard. You're just going to skip 2 acts instead. I mean, this is going to be slightly harder. You can set up a fountain that's like 0 cost. Yeah, gentle trap, stuff like that. And you can just pop your 0 fountain, run in. We're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna be skipping Act 1 and Act 2, going into Act 3. I'll let you look for the wizard. You could also say that you need the bestiary, but we're really not going to use the bestiary and probably until NG8, NG10, something like that. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. And one thing you can do both these, like, you can't really do them at the same time, but you can look on the first level for thief, and you can move on and go to the armory for the anvil and the wizard. So all you gotta really do is avoid the range guys. When the melee dudes get close to you, you're able to stun and leech. So you shouldn't have any issues with like trying to stay alive. At least once you like get it down, it should be fine. Anyway, so then you would zoom around here. He's always going to be on one of the top walls. Or, you know, not the top wall, but the north walls are the only ones that can spawn the secrets. So you would zoom around, looking, see if there are cracks in the walls. You break the crack, and you can find the wizard. That's the idea. You can also use potions just for mana if you want to really go fast. That would also help getting some blueprints. I'm not going to worry about like money or ore. But yeah, you would kind of zoom around looking for either the anvil or the wizard. You can go to the next floor, kill the statues. Should be able to do that pretty easily. And then you move to the next floor. So that's killing one. I guess I'll just kill all three just to kind of show. Shouldn't have anything really to worry about. We don't really have anything special in this character. We didn't start with any items. We just set up our fountain, and yeah, we jump through the portals to Act 3. It's on NG0, so the chance of finding it, the lower NG you are, the less chance you have, but that's the ideal strategy. So you can keep doing that until you find your thief, you find your wizard, you find your anvil. From there, we will be looking to get all the blueprints. So for NG0, you can find all the common ones. All these common items, the white items. For NG1, you can start finding green items, the uncommon items, and then for NG2, you can find blue items. The same is true for drinks. In NG0, you only find the common rarity items for NG0. For NG1, you can find these green items or uncommon, and then for NG2, you start finding the rare ones or the blue ones. So now that our character is NG2, you can also do this in NG1. You haven't unlocked NG2, you can do it, you just call it like blueprint farming. So you go up to your highest NG, you don't really need to go higher than 2 though. So as long as you have one or the other, you can do this. There is a console command that helps with like seeing more of the screen. So we're going to do V, is it aspect ratio? Forced aspect ratio, yeah. And then I do 3.2, that's what works for me, but it makes me zoom out. You can do the same thing, you can do... Let's go over the fountain real quick, I guess. General traps, topple tower, safe corridors, expeditious expedition, itch for lucky day. I probably don't need all that. Treasure hunt's fine, but I mean it bounces out, so it's not a big deal. Allows consumables, enemy reinforcements. Anything else we would need for this? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. You could add in like imps or something if you want to try to do multiple things, but I just go with the 0 cost. What you do, you just have it zoomed out. So now we're on NG2, but we're not actually trying to really do anything in NG2. We're not trying to get to the boss. We're not trying to kill any enemies. We're not trying to do any of that. So this is just going to be as cheap as possible way to farm blueprints and drinks. So we can give them to our other characters, give them to this character, just make them stronger. Because you saw we only have a couple of drinks unlocked, only one uncommon, so that's for NG1. We don't have any uncommon or common items. So what you would do, you run in, and since your map's zoomed out, you can kind of see blueprints and drinks a little easier. You can also look at the mini-map. If you want to spend more money, you can incorporate buying like old map. If our character dies, we don't really care, because we can just start again. But I can also just potion. And yeah, that's floor 1. And we're just going to check the first 3 floors, looking for blueprints and drinks. And you can just do that over and over again. So pop another potion, because it doesn't really matter. We have 4. Well, we're on the 2nd floor, going to the 3rd. Shouldn't have any problem. We'll do this until we find one, just kind of show what they look like, if you haven't seen it. Because all the drinks have different models. We're not even worried about going to the door, because, yeah, we don't need to go to the next floor. We're okay with just dying here, and we can restart. And kind of show you like how fast we can restart and go. So, do the 0. Run in, we're looking around for blueprints, looking for drinks. Don't see any, we can go to the next floor. It's basically as easy as that. The only thing about it is, I mean, it's kind of boring, it's kind of slow. But I mean, it's still the fastest way to do it. It's just not really a enthralling gameplay. And you don't have to do it for like all items, you can just do it for like until you find the item you really want for your character, or the drinks you really need. Oh, I almost died there. Not that it's a big deal. Pop another one. And that's our last. Oh no, we have one more potion. Right, so looking around, still not seeing one. Okay. One other thing you can do to just make it go a little faster is I have this 0 one here. I'm going to lock it in, but I'm also going to save it over here, so I can just go 4, lock in, and then go. It's going to make it slightly faster. Let's make sure it's on 2, yeah. And make sure we have treasure hunt. That's kind of the important one of the effects. Treasure hunt, yep. Alright. Just gives you more chances to find drinks and blueprints. Alright, so we see a blueprint over there. That's what they look like. Haven't seen any drinks yet. I'm just going to kind of run by it, pick it up. Make sure you have a good hotkey for picking up stuff, or you might die trying to pick up them. Popping potions, just zooming around. Anything else we can find? Looking off into the distance, there's no drinks over there, doesn't seem. We're on floor 2, so I do need to go back over there. Or I can just die and go again. Looks like this is going to be a die and go again one. I'm pretty sure we'd already seen that side, but I wanted to kind of make sure. Let's see if we can find a drink too while we're at it. But I think you guys are getting the idea. Alright, so there's another blueprint. That's actually for the pickaxe, uncommon item. It's actually a good one to get, because it's going to help like ore farming. If we want to set up some ore farming stuff, we can actually craft the pickaxe. I guess we're also going to show like a money farm real quick. Alright, so nothing in there. Anything else? Surprised we haven't found a drink at this point. Just RNG, but can I get out? I can't get out. You can also technically hold like your primary because you'll stun enemies. The charge also stuns. It's not a super big deal because it just doesn't matter if you die. I guess there's like no punishments. You're not spending any money, so you just keep going until you find what you want. Yeah, with the charge change, it's a little slower, a little awkwarder, but if you can find even just a couple, it'll help out. Because that's one more out of the pool you won't find again. Oh, there's one over there. Does it loop back around? Ooh. Are we gonna lose it? I'm out of potions. Alright, so we're gonna lose it. Yeah, sometimes that'll happen. There's not really much you can do. Besides, I should just kind of beeline straight towards it. Alright, so I think you guys get the idea. I'm gonna change it back to normal. And we can also talk about... So we talked about how you'd unlock the wizard in case you haven't, the anvil in case you haven't, and the thief. And then you would go over to your town hall, and you're able to actually unlock the wizard here, unlock the thief here, and you already have the anvil, you just need blueprints for it. So another thing you can do, and I mean, those guys open up so you can spend a lot of gold to get upgrades, so it's just going to help your runs. So another thing we can do is like an ore run. So we're going to roll for some items. I'm not going to be super serious. If I can get either the pickaxe or Markham stone, this would be like the best ones, but you don't even have to really roll for items. You can just take your starting set if you have like no money. If you have some to invest, you're definitely going to get some better returns. Old map is a pretty good one too, but just for the sake of showing what you can get. Alright, so I'm going to start with the pickaxe, that's fine. I don't have it attuned yet. If I had enough stars to attune it, I probably would. But I'll just leave it at that. We don't need keys. So the idea is to get a pickaxe or Markham stone, and that's going to give you ore gain based on how many items you have. Then you're going to also pick up Miner's Delight for an extra 100% ore gain. I pick up the Smelly Old Man just so I have more mana regen so I can charge more often. And do we need anything else? Let's see what our character is looking like. So ore gain, we're at 290. So the way ore gain works is every time you pick up one ore node, you would normally get 1. Your base ore gain is 100. So 1 node equals 1 ore. But since we use the drink, we go up to 200. So every 1 node we pick up, we get 2 ore. And then we have the item, so that gives us another 50. So every 4 node we pick up, we get 2 guaranteed, and then 50% chance at a third. So that's the idea. So every time we pick up an ore, we're either going to get 2 or 3. We have an extra 90 here, but I'm going to drop the NG down. Or we have an extra 40 here, but I'm going to drop the NG down, so it's going to go to 250. Anything else useful? I mean, you could always add back in Fool's Errand to get, gold. Put your region at 0, but it shouldn't matter. We get our gold back. And anything else we really need? Probably not. You could do like XP if you want to go slower. You could go more movement speed, anything like that. But I would say these 3 are probably the ones you want to do if you want to look to do like a ore and gold gain type of deal. I want to do another 0 cost setup. I think I'm going to take off lousy consumables. So if I pick one up, I'll be able to fill up my mana probably close to full so I can charge more. So it just gives you a little extra charging. I shouldn't really care about toppled towers. Let's see, safe corridors, speediest expedition. We're going to be charging, not really moving, so that's fine. We can even go exceptional consumables here. It's your lucky day, not a big deal. We'll turn on imps, why not? Maybe even bigger bottles so we can speed around even more. Mysterious guidance, class walk, treasure hunt. And I would say offshore accounts one we definitely want to add in if we're going for gold, so we can get the tax reduction. Enemy reinforcements, it's not your lucky day. We go relentless threats, we're going to be zooming, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Minor strike. Empty pockets. Bosses and enemies will not drop any loot, that's fine with me. And then we don't actually care about shopkeeps either. That's like another one I could save, or that's like an idea. You can play around with it, figure out what exactly you want to find, what you like. But we're not really looking to spend gold at shops, we're not looking to... Well, let's look at the negatives, right? We're not looking to buy keys, so we don't really care about the extra treasure on this side. Besides the part of where we get like ore and whatnot in Act 5. So that's why we're keeping that on. Glasswalk just makes things easier. Monolith makes things faster. DPS boost, bigger bottle is just more mana, so we can charge around more. Wonderful gifts, and imp can give us a bunch of gold, give us a bunch of ore, so we'll take that. Exceptional consumables, just charge more. Safe corridors, so we don't have to worry about traps. General traps, so we don't have to worry about traps. So on the other side, public holiday, we're not spending money at the shopkeeps. We're not really going to be killing bosses for loot. We're not going to be looking around for secrets, none of that kind of stuff. I'm not even going to use wells or anything like that. Agile enemies is fine. Overseers is fine. I mean, we can turn off the overseers if we don't need them. Yeah, I guess we should actually. They're just going to kind of get in the way. So we'll take off overseers. Villainous threats should be fine, but we have extra favor, so I'm just going to take it off. This is what I would use, and I can show it on screen real quick just so we have it. There was kind of a lot of rambling back and forth. So, Glasswalk, treasure hunt, exceptional consumables, offshore account, general trap, safe corridors, mysterious guidance, plentiful gifts, bigger bottle, enemy reinforcements, enemy pockets, sealed cracks, dry springs, public holiday, agile adversaries. This is another one you could save. I could save it as like 3 or something. I don't remember what all these presets are for, but I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. So anyway, I did the pickaxe. Also, Markham's stone would be good. I actually have pickaxe, so I could have crafted it, but that's okay. So if you had like Markham's stone as well as a blueprint, you would just craft it here. You'd have even more. So when I lower it, we're gonna have the 250 ore gain. So every time we see a piece of ore, we're gonna get 2 to 3. So yeah, that's cool. But basically, I want to do like a timer thing here. Go cut. Alright, so one thing we want to look at is there's another command we can do. It's going to be the UI speedrun. Yeah, UI speedrun. So that's going to have like a little thing over here for the timer. Just want to do that to not have to remember the time myself or put anything on screen. But basically I want to see how much ore we can get in a certain amount of time, and then we'll be able to kind of figure out how much time it'll take to get certain amounts of ore, and if this is like a good method for farming ore or gold or whatever. Anyway, so we'll note that we have 34k money and 464 ore, right? Actually, we'll spend the money, but the 464 ore we'll just kind of leave alone for now. Alright, so just grab as much stuff as we can. We go also over to the magic shop, start buying some upgrades over here if we have enough money. If not, I'll just throw in the fountain, so we can get some resist and some skill damage. Alright, so we have 171 money. Basically won't be taxed like for anything with that. And we have 464 ore, so turned on the little speedrun thing just for the in-game timer. We have it on 0, so 250 ore gain, and let's get started. So the idea here, you can spend as much time as you want in like the earlier acts. I just go for like easy ore if I see it, but ideally I'm just going to be skipping to some of the later acts. Those are the ones that really have the money. And yeah, we can just kill the cube. Looks like the speedrun thing didn't actually work. Alright, we'll look at the in-game time at the end, because that should be easy to see on the stats page. Yeah, basically just whirlwinding and charging the cube when I have mana. You can also save some for lay on hands, and you just need to kind of kite away from the archers a little bit so you're not taking full damage. Easy monolith buffs, I'll pick up Gold Fever, so that's going to skew like our results a little bit. Got some easy ore over there, go ahead and grab it. So you can kind of decide for yourself like what's going to be worth your time and what's not. Like as far as like going out of your way for the ore. I mean that was what was it, 4 to 6 ore? So it's worth it to me, but the ore is going to be more plentiful later in battlements and in Act 5. So I'm trying to just avoid the wisp. And yeah, not take too much damage. Alright, so there's Markham's Stone. That's the other one I was talking about earlier with crafting. So if we look at it, it gives us 2 ore gain per item in your inventory. If we had it attuned, it would be 4, but that brings us up to 308 ore gain. So every ore is going to give me 300 now, and it's going to increase as I get more items. It's probably not going to get to a significant amount. I don't expect it to get past like 350, but every ore is now at least 3. Yeah, well, I'm glad I came over here. I was coming over here for the 1 ore, but then there's another 3 over here, so just grab that as well. Jump to 27 ore. I mean, we haven't spent like any time yet. And I'm just gonna pop a potion here to go faster. So it lets me do my whirlwind, lets me start charging off the bat. I'm trying to kite like these range guys away. Keeping my health kinda high. So yeah, this is gonna be the hardest cube, but it's also the last cube. But between stunning and leeching, you should be fine. As long as your character's like in the 20-ish levels. Probably 20 or higher, I would say. With most town upgrades. Alright, so now we're here. We didn't find old map. Sometimes you'll find it during the cube phases. If not, it's not a big deal. But it just makes it to where like you can decide, oh, I don't want to go over there because there's nothing over there for me to get. But in this case, I have to go over here. So the main thing is like not to really get yourself stuck in like a corner or something you can't get out of. I'm pretty confident on the paladin, so I should just be able to Gotta charge my way out eventually, or shift to like a corner pull type strategy. So I'll grab a drink and just I can't have it. Like I should be able to just sit here and kill everything as they come in, even with kind of scuffed items. Because I didn't pick out really any of these items except for the ore gain stuff. I guess technically you could also use this for XP, but it's not really that great. Doesn't seem like there's any ore over here. Oh, there's one. It's up to 36 ore. We found an imp. So this is like another thing. If it gives me gold or ore, then it's going to kind of skew my results, but every so often you'll get hooked up with some extra gold. So that's 50k right there. It's definitely worth having them on, but it's just not going to be consistent. You're not always going to find them. So we can just remember like 50k in our end results. It's still going to be, taxed, but it's something. You'll also sometimes find the imp that will send gold back to town, and you'll avoid the taxes. You see that my mana regen is keeping up nicely now. Yeah, it's not going to be as good for gold, because we kind of reduced our gold at the cost of getting more ore. But, it didn't cost us anything, because we don't really need the health regen on this character. We can just play like this. It shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, I see some ore over here. I'll grab that. You can just kind of whirlwind and walk through them all. So I know what's, a trap layout and what's normal. Treasure rooms. So I'm just looking for the treasure rooms. Anything that has like diamonds or ore. Skipping all the treasure. We didn't buy keys, so it doesn't really make any sense for us to go over there. Guess I'll grab one of those. You can grab as many of the crosses as you want, really. We do have to fight the vampire, but you can usually find a deposit beforehand. Either on this floor, or you can actually deposit right before the boss, which is fine. So if you're, too weak to do vampire, you can just deposit before and just farm this axe. So, that's 50 ore right here. And I don't know how many minutes we've been in here, but we'll see. I guess I'll check at that deposit just to kind of show you, like the differences. If you can go further in battlements, or if you get stuck here, how much ore you could potentially get. Oh, that hurts. Need more magic upgrades. It looked like it opened, then it closed again. Alright, so here, how long have we been in here? So if we look at the stats, this run has been 6 minutes, and we found 56 ore and 15k, because it's 50k from the imp. So I'm just going to keep going. I could deposit here. Not really a big deal. I guess I should have deposited in case I randomly die here. Yeah, I can start to feel, damage being bad. So we'll see how good the next part is. So that was 6 minutes, and we have to spend like, 2-ish minutes on this guy. It's gonna cut into our profits, but if battlements is good enough, then, we'll be fine. Give us a moment to heal up. I was trying to kill him, but need a little more time. Well played. Alright, so we got him and we leveled. It doesn't drop any loot because we turned it off. And no old maps, so we gotta go kind of slower. That should be a lot of money in here. So we started 65k and 56 ore. And I should also show, is it character? My ore gain is now to 324 from the Markhams. So there's some stuff over there. Yeah, we can survive through this. I wasn't sure at first. Sometimes you just skip enemies entirely in battlements if feel too weak, and so you'd skip these drawbridges. But since there was 3 ore and we're actually able to take out the guys, it's definitely worth it. And as we get more upgrades, it's going to make it easier and easier. Into the red a little bit there. So I'm just trying to use Lay on Hands on cooldown. Alright, there's some ore over there. But we'll go after it. Leech off these guys. Well, keeping them stunned. Stuns definitely help. Just looking around, make sure I'm getting all the money and everything. Yeah, we can already see if you can get past Vampire, you can get a lot more ore. Vampire is just going to be the main hurdle of the run. This is kind of dangerous, so I'm just going to keep moving so they all don't jump on me. I still have my potions I can use. Alright, so we're good. Check down here, yep, there's some more ore. A lot of the layouts are similar where like all the gold and everything is at. So you get kind of used to traveling through here. Oh, it's a little too early. Well, that just happens. Okay. Just gonna kill our time. It's not really a big deal. Okay. A lot of it is just making sure you're hitting Lay on Hands on cooldown. Don't get completely trapped anywhere. I guess I'll take the ace key, why not? It'll still help with our accomplishments, I guess, for the new profile. Opening more ace chests is like one of the things you have to do. And Glasswalks definitely helps in here. You really don't want to do this without Glasswalks. Oh, we've almost kept that monolith buff the whole time. I kind of forgot we had that. So our numbers are a little skewed. With the imp giving us money and us finding a monolith buff, but I guess it's good that we got it to kind of show, you know, why we're picking those things. They just kind of help. Let's see. Doing the last little pass, making sure we got everything. Just missing that one spot down there. Yep, there's some more ore. Okay, that should be everything. There's like one spot over there, but I think I actually saw it. I'll check it just to make sure. It's not really a big deal. Oh, there's some diamonds. And I mean, you can be as like picky or not picky as you want. You don't have to pick up everything. Almost got clobbered over there. Just gonna potion just to be completely safe. and he knocks us off the platform. That's about right. Alright, back on the platform. So this is where you have to get to on the run. You can just pause it here. If you're like super confident that you can do a Thunder Snow, you can keep the money, but I just send it back and take the tax here. 27 tax, so to use the tax on the fountain. And after you send this back, you're basically good to go. So 208 ore, and we're bringing home 90k gold, which you could convert to more ore. It's like 1500 per ore. So yeah, it's a lot of ore, a lot of gold to send back and continue upgrading your town. A few of these runs, you'll have all your stuff maxed out pretty much. And then you can also convert ore into gold, so you can buy all the different gold upgrades for all your characters. It really helps getting around tax, but yeah, we'll send that back, and we're like free to die at this point. I want to see how long this took us. So this is a 12-minute run, and it was by no means perfect. And as you attune more of your items, like the pickaxe, Markham Stone, it's just going to get better and better. But yeah, I think that's going to be the video for today. I appreciate everyone watching. Hope you learned something between trying to find Wizard, Anvil, and Thief, and then farming some ore and some gold for your town. There's no point in killing Thunder Snow because you just get XP, and you tend to get a lower tax rate, but I send it back because I don't want to die and lose my money, so that's that. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.